Hi, my name's Steph. I first met Dione about 20 years ago and feel absolutely blessed that that meeting took place because she has been giving me financial advice and helping me out with mortgages and purchasing properties and financial planning pretty much that whole time. And it's because of her I'm in a really comfortable place now, financially, mentally, emotionally, as well as in terms of what I'm doing with my property portfolio and how comfortable I'm feeling living where I am today. When we first met, Dione managed to get the banks to understand that I did have an income. I was on a scholarship. And the bank didn't understand that that was income or accept it as that. She worked some magic and we managed to get our first mortgage. We lived in that house with 3 young children, and then by the time they grew up a little bit, we needed a second place, a bigger place. Went back to Dione because she did such a great job the first time. We bought a bigger house. Again, I don't know how she did it because again, the bank didn't understand that me being on a scholarship was income. Fast forward a few years, divorce, and this is where Dione really came to the fore. She saved me my home. She saved my children a roof over their head. My family weren't prepared to help. And again, she did her magic. I'd graduated by that point. I'd started doing the financial planning that she had advised me on, how you put things into buckets, you pay your bills, how you organise your life. I'm really good at saving, but not so good at that sort of financial planning. So she developed my financial literacy over that period as well. So again, she managed to get the bank to appreciate that while I was working on a contract, that contract was based on my qualifications. And again, we got 2 mortgages and I was able to bring my children up until I decided to sell the house 4 years. So earlier this year, I made the decision at the end of 2022, so we're now in 2023, that I would purchase a second investment property. Now I was back working in a far more stable and a far better paid profession. And I purchased a property in Western Australia and got my first rent in last month and waiting for that to change, some sort of slight tweakings. And it looks like the revenues on that are going to be, the returns on that, based on Dione's calculations and the financial planner's calculations, they look really good. So that, along with a couple of other ideas I've got for running businesses that mean I don't have to work full time for an employer, means I'm sitting pretty happy. I know when the mortgages will be paid off. I know what the passive income will be passive. Income will be, and I'm working on how to build out my business so I can retire way before I drop dead, and that's my goal. I don't want to work for someone else until I die. I want to do fun stuff, and if I can get this passive income right with both properties, particularly the one in WA, I'm going to be really happy. So I am absolutely blessed to have met Dione. I wouldn't be in the financial situation I am now. I was able to downsize as well as grow my property portfolio comfortably. And I wasn't on that big an income. I wasn't on, going through divorces and losing jobs. It's extremely stressful, but I'm glad I listened to her advice, and I couldn't commend her any highly than I do now. So thanks, Dione.